All right. This is Sunday Scramble for it's the World Tour edition, February 23rd. I can't believe I went to World Tour just this past Monday. I was in Baton Rouge. So amazing, so crazy that it's only been a few days. I had the best time, loved it, and am starting something new as a result, and that is posting here on YouTube our primary videos and then sharing them uh, through Facebook. So that is what I'm working on, and that is what we're trying to do. And I was trying to hook up my Facebook now, but I'll figure that part out later, I guess. Anyway, what is up, everybody? Um, Sunday Scramble is for my Scentsy team members. It is my weekly get together with them to share my knowledge that I have gleaned during the week from trainings, from experience, that type of thing. And uh, you're here at the office. Just noticing this little guy. He looks kind of bad backwards. There he is. This is what I wore on my bag to World Tour. This is one of our Scentsy clips. In fact, he's still out of the office. He's he's still in there on my book bag. I haven't gotten him set up and ready yet, but he looks a little better now that he's facing the right way and not the back of the can. Okay, so let me get right down to it and let's talk about World Tour. I attended World Tour in Baton Rouge and had an absolute ball. It filled my cup. It was what I needed at this time of year in order for me to give my business the boost that it needed. We only have really two main events in Scentsy every year. One is in the beginning, and that is the World Tour, which happens again this time of year around February. And then we have our what we call Scentsy Family Reunion, which is a big old meeting of lots and lots and lots of consultants. I have been to three, and the last one that I went to was in Orlando, and I think we were close to 6 to 8,000 consultants there in Orlando. It's been lots of fun. I love to get to travel and see the country, and then knowing that I'm getting on the other end with people that are like minded and sharing the same goal with me, which is learning about our business and how to do it better. So super cool. This is the notebook they gave us for World Tour. The theme was Bud, Bloom, and Blossom. And I added extra stickers on mine because I just thought it was snazzy. Bud, okay, I can never do this right. Bud is when you host, Bloom is when you start to party, and Blossom, of course, is when you're leading a team and you've got your business running on all cylinders. Now, mind you, you can blossom without a team. You don't have to sponsor anybody and still be blossoming in your business. Basically, the way to blossom in your business is to be achieving whatever goal it is that you have set for your success. It's a personal thing. It's not something that you have to. There's not a bar you have to reach with Scentsy every month in order to be considered, a great consultant. It's just not. It's just not a thing in the company. So just wanted to go over some of the notes that I jotted down. Like I said, it was a really good meeting. We had some fantastic speakers, and I got a few little tidbits that I just want to share with you. So, one is the home fragrance market is expected to grow from about $12 billion. That's a B, billion dollars in revenue in 2024 to about 20 billion in 2030. So, how amazing is that? That's a lot. And since he's got lots of room to grow in the fragrance industry, so I'm excited about the potential. that can be there, and about building my business in the weeks to come and months ahead, to get my little slice of the pie, so to speak. um, Talked about how do you introduce yourself to someone as a Scentsy consultant when they say, "What do you do?" And I love this. I wrote this down. I'm a business owner who helps build warm, welcoming environments for families. That's wonderful, isn't it? How about I'm an entrepreneur with an international fragrance company? What do you think? I loved it. Loved those two examples. Rather than saying I'm in direct marketing with Scentsy, or I always say, I'm with a fragrance company, Scentsy, but international fragrance company, boy, that's big. And we are international, so it's absolutely true. Um, all right. When they said when introducing your business, it's better not to use the word sell, because people, they take a step back. You can use something like, we offer safer alternatives for home fragrance. You could say, I help provide an income opportunity for stay-at-home moms. Um, Basically, they talked about crafting your statement and how you want to introduce yourself. Have that statement already crafted, maybe two or three for different conversations, so that when you introduce yourself, it's appropriate to the audience that you're talking to. One statement may not always be the best. And they put a slide up and they said, I provide blank to blank so they can blank. It's an easy structure. Um, or instead of to, you say, I supply blank with blank so they can blank. Um, I run a blank that blank. Okay. One of my goals is to do more fundraisers with individuals, just to be a blessing to them in that way. And I need to craft a statement around that. Um, that portion of my business goals in my statement for what I do. It is a safer alternative to home fragrance. I mean, that's a factual statement. Scentsy is a safer alternative to home fragrance. Um, we connect with people through people. I love that. And that was said, and that is true. That's how you grow your business. It's going to be through meeting people and through doing business with people. You're not going to grow a business just by being behind a computer and posting pictures and not interacting with anybody. You're going to have to make that connection. You're going to have to build that relationship. You're going to have to talk to the folks. It's just a fact. That's how it works. Um, One of the questions that was asked is, have you asked for referrals? If you don't tell them, how are they going to know? Those are two really powerful things. Have I asked for referrals from my customers? No, I don't. I haven't been. And that's an area of growth that I can expand on in 2025. And then if you don't tell them, how do they know? How do they know that we offer a party plan? How do they know they can get host rewards? How do they know that we have a kit that can start their business for just $99 that could change their life? How do they know these things? If you're not talking about it and you're not sharing it, in whatever means you share your business, how are they going to know? Okay. Let's see. Because the theme was bud, bloom, and blossom, there was a lot of uh, linking the ideas and things to plants and how plants grow and how different kind of plants. They chose the ivy, the succulent, and the dahlia were the three plants that they focused on in the presentation. And I'm sure if somebody else went to World Tour, they got that same presentation from corporate, formatted the same way. But this was said, just like plants, you can kill a relationship. Be mindful not to overwater or underwater your relationship. And that is such a powerful statement to me, because we ourselves can do a relationship in either through neglect, because we don't touch base with somebody on a regular, or we can kill it because we're constantly sending them the same message. Hey, I haven't heard from you. Did you want to do that party? Hey, we talked about that party last week. Did you want to schedule it now? And you can kill a relationship that way. Sometimes you have to pour the water in the trough and then wait for the horse to come drink, you know. Um, Not a plant, not a plant example right there, but that's one that comes to mind when I think about it. Okay. let's see. What was something else I wanted to share with y'all? Um, Effective ways for better customer service. Gosh, this could be a really long talk here. But a couple of things that I jotted down. Listen more than you talk. I have a problem with that one. My brain is usually running to the next thing that I want to say instead of pausing and listening to what somebody says and then responding. So that's something I'm working on in 2025, and is listening before I get on to the next thing. Ask questions. Ask about their lifestyle, ask about their favorite fragrances, ask about their children, their home life, their work, those type of things. That's going to give you insight into how you can best serve your customers. Follow up meaningfully. Offer product in a different pro. Oh, I had to understand what the heck my note meant, because sometimes you shorthand something and you're like, wait, what? Okay. Follow up meaningfully. That's one of them. So genuinely follow up and ask, how was your experience with your product? Did you like your scents? Did everything arrive in a good, in good working order? Those types of things. Did it bring you joy? I love that question. That's like my thing. Bringing you joy, making folks happy. Love sharing from that perspective. And then when you follow up, if they say, "Oh my gosh, I love this wax in clothesline. It is so fresh. It is so fantastic. It's wonderful." Did you know that we also offer clothesline in our new Scentsy suds and in our laundry line? That your clothes could smell that way when you go out and do things in business and in life, and that you can just take that clothesline scent with you throughout your day, that you can have at other places. So think about mention other products when they love a certain scent in a product. Let them know that other products are available in that same scent. Because if you don't tell them, again, how are they going to know? Work on solving a problem for them. Be a solution giver. If somebody says to me, um, gosh, my mind went blank now. Um, I need something light and fragrant in my bathroom, because um, my guests are constantly in and out of there, and there's a lot of traffic. Um, how about leaving them a room spray and keeping that handy for your guests to use? What about, did you know you can layer your scent by putting a little spritz of room spray inside your toilet paper roll, and every time that they spin it during the visit while they're there, it'll release a little bit of that scent. What about a fragrance flower? You don't have any plugs in your bathroom, so you can't use a warmer in there. We have a fragrance flower that's fantastic at throwing scent in small spaces, and most bathrooms are the perfect size for our fragrance flowers to send that burst of fragrance to you. Uh, think about solutions. Be a solution giver. Um, One of the things I love is we have Bria the Bunny. Bria is going to be coming out Monday. She is our newest product release. She is just ahead of Easter, and she is a great, be a solution giver. She's a great sugar-free alternative for an Easter basket. How wonderful is that? That's what somebody says, like, that's a great way to promote this. Is she is a sugar-free alternative for an Easter basket. So fantastic way to be a solution giver. And then just make notes of details when you speak to people. That way you can circle back with them and you can follow up. And when you do have a product that can solve or be a solution for them, you can go ahead and you can touch base with them and say, hey, not sure if this is still a concern, but if it is, we now have XYZ. Okay. Um, Track your customer preferences. Again, personal details, preferences, all of those things play hand in hand, and how you can best serve your customers. I thought this note was really cool. This right here. Scentsy in the past 20 years, because we just celebrated our 20-year anniversary last year, 20 years in business. How amazing. More than 1,500 fragrances released. Wow. That's like, that blows my mind, because who would have thought there could be that many opportunities to do that many fragrances in the world? 1,520 years. That's a lot. Okay. Sorry, I gotta wet the whistle. Okay. We had now this is really cool. And drop some I will drop some photos of this in the Talking Sense, excuse me, woohoo, in the Team Fourth group page on Facebook. I will drop this and I will put a link to that information. Um, so this is really cool. All direct selling businesses, or at least all the ones that I've been connected with in some way, always say, get your list of 100 ready. Well, do you know 100 people? Of course you do. You don't realize you know 100 people a lot of times because you're usually with the same inner circle, same 10, 15, 20, 30 people in a regular interaction, right? But through social media and through church activities and school activities and work activities and all those things, a spouse, you know 100 people. You've been in contact with at least 100 people. So, they always say make your list of 100. Well, I'll be honest. I have always dreaded that because it's like, I know. I can't wrap my head around 100 people. Well, here's a twist on it, and this blew my mind, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I am about to start working on my list here in just a little bit. This is my afternoon to do Scentsy work on Sundays because that's when I have the downtime and it's quiet and hubby's watching his stuff on TV or napping, and I can kind of do my business, an uninterrupted business, and not have just worked a full day and coming home tired at night. So here's the twist. Instead of thinking in terms of 100 friends and family, because that's like, ugh, who do I pick? Like, how do I do this? Okay. How about do it this way? Break your list down into categories. Here were some suggestions: 10 social media divas, possibly for joining, 5 neighbors, 5 Disney lovers, and recommend a product to them, 5 coworkers, 5 realtors, 5 donors, 5 out of state, 5, oh, couldn't read my writing again. 5 guys, 5 ladies, 5 business owners, 5 parents, 5 universal lovers, universal because we have that product category. Again, you could do Harry Potter, you could do Disney, all of the things. Okay. 10 people who clean, 5 sports lovers, 5 sponsors or coaches. Again, you could talk to them about possibly doing a fundraiser for their team. Um, so it's thinking more specific about certain categories of people so that you can reach out to them in a more specific way. And I did it because I was like, that is so much easier for me in my brain than to just start making this list of 100 folks because I'm probably going to put somebody's name on there twice. It's 100 people. But this gives me a different way to look at it and break it down so that I can chunk it out and really think specifically about ways to grow and conversations that I can have with individuals. And it's in front of me and it's not something that's just captured in my head. All right. Um, you have business partnerships you can offer, recruiting, fundraising, party hosting. Yeah, all the things, right? So when you break it down that way and you put it in these group categories, it opens up conversations for you specifically and an angle to take to start the conversation, right? Um, they said you can find new customers wherever you are, and that's true. It has to be open and it has to be open in the right way, right? First, you want to cultivate a friendship with someone and find common ground rather than just walking up to them and being that icky salesperson person who's just is like, "Hi, I'm a Scentsy consultant and I'm here to share with you my products today." Build the relationship first. um, if you're wondering how does Scentsy customers shop, this tidbit is pretty interesting. Scentsy customers place a second order usually within 7 days of their first order. That is what our sales information from corporate is telling us, is that Scentsy customers place a second order within about 7 days of their first order. Y'all, we have a 10-day shipping turnaround time. So some of these customers are getting their packages faster than that, of course, and then they get what they love so much that they go ahead and they purchase something else. But here's the thing too. I think we stand apart as a business because we are authentic when we do our connection with people. We send that thank you. You know, if you're not sending that thank you after the order, or you're not showing them appreciation, you're not making them feel special. And Cincy is a very special place to be, both as a consultant and as a customer. So cultivate that feeling of them being special to you in your business. You can also help customers by offering to even place the order for them. You know, we've got some changes coming up in March, and I will talk about that more next week. But we've got some changes coming in with compensation. We've got changes coming in with party totals. We have changes coming in with the buy five get one free. That will only be a consultant offered opportunity. So help them by offering to place the order for them. You can still ship it directly to their house, but give them the opportunity to let you go ahead and do the hard work. You know, if I have a list of 10 products, how am I supposed to know that those 3 bars can be bundled together for savings? I don't. I'm just going to put the order in and get the 3 bars, and I'm not getting any additional savings. So if you can stress to your customers, touch base with me, let me be your point of contact, and I will get your order placed you so that I can get you the maximum savings. Who doesn't want to save a dollar these days? And then it's one less thing they have to worry about, right? If you're placing a bulk order, just holler at them and say, "Hey, do you have anything that I can throw in the basket for you? I'm placing an order this week." And again, you don't necessarily have to throw it in your basket. You just make the order for them, send it to them, and then everybody's got what they need, right? Um, I got real tickled by our presenter, our Scentsy staff presenter, because she would talk a lot about personal experience type things. And, you know, she said that she received a sample of a product from a consultant. The consultant never followed up with her. That product sat on that lady's desk for, she said, several weeks because she was like, I need to order one of those. And she said, if somebody had followed up with her and said, can I add a pack of this to an order for you? She'd have been like, sure, yes, please do. And they'd have had a sale because we get busy in life, right? And our customers don't think Scentsy like a consultant does. They just don't. So as a consultant, it's our job to be there for our customers and to help our customers in the best ways we can. And one of those ways is by being a facilitator for them and a help aid and helping them by placing customer orders or setting up their parties or whatever it is that the services that we're providing for them. Um, let's see what else we got. Goals. We talked a lot about the Bloom, the hosting option. They refer to the Bloom section as hosting. And because one of our 2025 goals for the company is growth with customers, party hosting and party talking was a lot of the focus for the world tour, which is great because it's not something that I am confident at doing just yet. But they said that we should really aim, if we want growth in our businesses, we should really aim for about 2 Scentsy parties monthly, 4 customer orders per party, and 1 new customer per party. So that is really, really not that big as far as numbers are concerned, right? But it is a way for you to grow your business and do the party plan portion of the business, which is what Scentsy was designed as, a party plan company. I always work on having a non-consultant host because we don't we do not need to be the consultant on all these parties. We do not need to be the one that's getting all the stuff, right? Or how are you in business if you're the one getting all the stuff? you know? We are not required to keep any inventory in this business to run it. And the thing is, I say that, and y'all are probably looking at all this back here, and you're like, well, what is all that stuff? Mine. That's my stuff. That's the stuff I loved with Scentsy. And it's just on display over my shoulder here. Okay. That's my stuff that I love, which is kind of a wreck right now. This shelf right here needs a lot of attention. And I'm in the process now, and I'm late doing it, but getting everything changed over to my spring and summer stuff. So for my mindset for spring and summer. So I'm changing things up some. So in that process. And so things are a little messy on the shelves, but they're going to get there. Combine an in-person and an online event. This was another great suggestion, I thought, where if you're doing a party online, why not give them a go? Why not give the host the opportunity to take a go bag with her, a party in a bag with her? And she could take that to work and let her work friends smell, testers that you threw in there. And like you said, you only have to have a couple testers from each scent category. You do not have to put in every single scent that there is. If you want to do the big ones, Amazon Rain, Luna, black raspberry vanilla, blueberry cheesecake. Those are some of the ones that are our top sellers. Get a couple of those testers and throw those in your party in a bag, on the go party, whatever you call it. My brain apparently can't mesh either one of them. And send those with the hostess with a QR code so they can go to the website to her party and place their orders. But think of ways to combine different party styles and types to maximize your effort and the host's reward eligibility. Okay, don't limit it and pigeonhole it just to one thing. Be sure to host coach. Have your host make a product list and then talk to her in the number of orders that she'll need to receive that amount of product. Don't talk about dollar amounts because it confuses them. They don't know what PRV is. They don't know what, you know, talk to them in the number of orders. You need $450 orders, shoot for $450 orders and we've got this, man. That sounds way easier than saying you need $200 in sales. And she's going to be like pouring over each little order form that she gets and be like, well, this is only 200, this is 25.50, but it's really not 25.50 because you've got tax and shipping in there. The order was really only 12.80, or something like that. So it's not going to that's not going to get her, what she's looking for. So talk to the host in number of orders. Usually you need 4 customers contacted for every 1 order that is placed. So that's a pretty significant number when you think about how many people that a host might need to invite. That's a pretty big number. If she needs 5 orders, you're talking about 20 people, for every 1 order that you want. So be sure to set a date and a deadline for your parties. Let's see here. We talked about hosting. We moved on and talked about team building and joining the blossom part of the business. And they said this: think of a team like when you grow a garden. And really, it's a great metaphor because when you plant a seed, first you have to plant a seed, the idea of becoming a Scentsy consultant. Then you have to water it, have a few conversations, answer questions, reinforce that you think somebody still would make a great consultant, those kind of things. That would be the water, the fertilizer, that type of thing. And then once the plant starts to grow, once they become a consultant, you want to make sure that you're still giving them things to make them grow beautifully. The tools and the techniques and the information that they need in order to thrive as a consultant, just like you would when you tend a garden, vegetable or flower. Let's see. When you sponsor, you multiply your business. Parties are your paycheck. Recruit, book, sell. Those are the priorities they said, in your business. Those should be your top priorities: recruit, book, and sell, which is really all that we do, right? And that's really all that we do. Um, let's see. Just about wrapped up with all these notes. So hang with me just a few more minutes and I should have everything shared. And I may expound on some of this in a future trainings. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. Also, talking about the blossom and the join. When you hold back sharing the opportunity with someone, you make a decision for them. You categorize them and you just rule them out if you don't share the opportunity with them to become a consultant. You never know why somebody might need Scentsy in their world. I wanted something just to do for myself. My husband had quite a few things that were his things, hunting, fishing. He had a lot of dude activities that he was doing. And not that I was not enjoying my time at home by myself, but I just wanted something to kind of show for my time at home. And that's part of the reason I became a consultant. Um, Here's a great way to talk about with a host about the joint opportunity. Did you know that you could get host rewards and the commission from this party by making it your first party with it as a consultant? So that's about flipping a party, which is another training that we can do in the future. But you can give them, your new consultant, the sales from their party, which launches them in their career as a consultant. Let's see. Top reasons that people usually join is for income, for product, for community. I'm staying for community. I am not. Income is one of my goals eventually. Once I retire from my 9 to 5, I would love to have Scentsy as my residual income. Residual meaning it's going to be what hopefully helps me stay afloat once I retire. And then, of course, the product is just amazing, in my opinion. So I'm sticking around for it too. But I'm a consultant because I love the community. Once I joined, I just love the community. Okay. Let's see. Of course, look at the party training sections in the workstation. And I'm going to be going through some of the trainings that are in the workstation and sharing some of that information because I know everyone's busy. And sometimes when you see it or hear it twice, or you have someone that's kind enough to forward information to you in this format, it's a little easier. Um, objections to joining, to hosting, to whatever. When you hear no, ask them what's holding them back. Like, why not? What's keeping you from hosting a party? What's keeping you from becoming a consultant? That kind of thing. Is your recruiting poor because you aren't putting in the work? That's rhetorical. That's bigger than this this little bit of sharing that I'm doing right now, but it's something that I want to drop with you and let you think about. I know I have been thinking about it and doing some business evaluations after that question was posed. This is great, a great nugget here. Your inner voice is either your biggest cheerleader or your biggest saboteur. That is so accurate and so true. Are you telling yourself that you can't recruit people? Or are you saying to yourself, I want to learn the skills to become a better recruiter? Yeah, you may have 0 people right now. You may not even know the verbiage, but if you tell yourself, I want to learn how to become a better whatever, wherever your weakness is, embrace the opportunity to become better. I attract the right people at the right time. They were talking about how having statements of positivity uh, can really help your negative mindset and the negative wheels to stop turning for you and to quit being your own saboteur. So whatever it is you hear this negative Nancy, write a positive statement for it and put it somewhere that you can see it so you can combat negative Nancy and you can grow stronger in that area. Okay, let's see. If you lead with a heart of service and help solve people's problems, it will help you in your business. Come from the heart of service. That is Scentsy's authenticity, simplicity, generosity. Those are the 3 pillars of this company. And if you lead with that heart of service, and help solve people's problems, I guarantee you that you're going to have people appreciate you being their consultant. Um, let's see. You can make a who can I help list, similar to that list of 100, but this is a who can I help list, which is coming from that heart of service. A different type of list, but still the same type of end game, right? How can I help grow my business by being a blessing to someone else? Let's see. When you're in a bad spot, make a gratitude list. So when you get to because we can have the peaks and the valleys, right? This is the Scentsy business is a wave, right? So when you're down in the bottom, make a gratitude list. What is good about my business? What is good about what I'm doing? What is good about life in general? Whatever the list needs to be about, make a gratitude list and then look over it until you get to the point where you're like, you know what? I'm not in that dark place anymore. I'm in a better place now. Let's see. What has Scentsy done for you? This is a fantastic share for social media, for team members like y'all, for community, that type of thing. Is to talk about what Scentsy has done for you, because it's so much more than us just sharing the products. As a consultant, why are you still here? What has Scentsy done for you? And then you need to share that with people. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, this was fun too. And I don't have it to show you, so I'll have to get this and show it. One of the speakers that we had speak with us shared that she recruits people by sharing Tic Tacs. The little mints, the box of mints that she buys Tic Tacs, and she puts a sticker on it. I have a Canva template I can share with you if you're interested in this opportunity. And she puts, she said, Tic Tac is courage in a little container, because somebody will ask you for mints, right? Or you can stick some mints in one of your catalog packages, or in an on-the-go party bag or something like that, and you can give it to them. And every time they pull out that, the Tic Tacs have 50 or 60 Tic Tacs in it at least. Every time they pull it out, they're going to see your little encouragement on there, and your name and your number and whatnot. And it can help grow that seed and remind them that the opportunity is there for them still, whether it's to be a customer, whether it's to partner with you for a business opportunity, whether it's for a fundraiser, that it will just be a reminder that you have planted that seed. Follow up on wax orders, follow up on the cleaning products that are leaving, because this last week is it. This week ahead, February 28th is the very last week for products from fall and winter for 2024-25, right? So there's a lot of potential in posting on social media and contacts with your customers that can happen this week. What are you doing after today? They asked us that question. My challenge, my answer was the ask. I have to work on the ask more. I don't do the ask well, whether it's ask for a party or ask about joining or ask about a fundraiser. I don't ask well. So I'm going to hone some skills to, let's see. Again, not everybody has to have a team. Not everybody wants to be in leadership, and that is perfectly okay. And I think you embrace where you are in your business today. And as you grow, I think then you can transform your business in different ways. And as you do that, your goals can change. Your why, like why I started this business, may not today be why I'm still in this business, because life changes, scenarios change, situations change. So I hope you enjoyed some of those tidbits from World Tour. It was a blast. I hope some of you join me next year at whatever location they offer it at next year. And I can't wait to see the growth and what you as a consultant and what I as a consultant accomplish this year in 2025. So thanks, Team Fourth. Keep on rocking it. Y'all are the best. And I'll see you for Sunday Scramble next week. See ya.